Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kim. Make sure to hit that red subscribe button so that you do not miss out on the videos. I would love to have you become a part of this YouTube family that I am creating. So as you can tell by the title of this video is going to be a pregnancy update. Last time I spoke to you guys, I promised you that I was going to do a 20-week update. Here we are now. I am almost 23 weeks. But I'm still going to do that update for you. So this will be like a 20 to 23 week update. So those of you who don't know, I am technically considered high risk because of what happened to me my first pregnancy. I had developed high blood pressure, which also developed into preeclampsia. So if you did not check out my first video about my first pregnancy with my son, I recommend that you check that out. I will have it linked down below in the description box. I would recommend that you check that out so that you can kind of know more about my backstory and why I'm considered high risk and what happened to me the first time. So yeah, like I said, I had high blood pressure during my first pregnancy, and my blood pressure started to rise around week 23, 24-ish, which is kind of where I am now. So doctors are already, like, from the beginning, they were monitoring me very closely, keeping an eye on me, checking my blood pressure, and making sure that everything was good. So I do kind of want to explain to you guys a little bit about what happened in the beginning of my pregnancy. I was told two different things. So I found out that I was pregnant in March. And I made my doctor's appointment. I had to make it, weeks out. I think it was maybe a month, maybe even 6 weeks out, which was fine. No problem. We'll confirm it when we confirm it. No problem. So we actually went to Jamaica. And when we came back from Jamaica, I was having a lot of spotting that lasted up to 5 days, which was really, really weird for me. And now I do know that when you're pregnant, women do have implantation bleeding, but I knew that that was not the case because I had already had that. Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks prior, I had already had that, and I knew exactly what that was because I had it with my son. So with my son, I actually mistook that for my menstrual cycle, and I didn't even find out that I was pregnant until I was over 2 months at that time. But this time around, I knew what it was. I knew to take a pregnancy test, and that's what it was. And then that bleeding stopped, and then a week or two later it's coming back again. So that was really weird. So I called my doctor's office, and they told me to come in right away, that they wanted to check it out and make sure that everything was okay. So I go in. They check me, they do like a regular pap smear exam and everything, because she said that the bleeding could be cause of an infection. And that's actually what she was hoping for. So it was not an infection. I didn't have an infection at all. She wanted me to come back in to go to the other office to get my ultrasound done, just to make sure that I wasn't having an ectopic pregnancy, which is one of the symptoms of that is light bleeding. And that's where the egg actually implants into your fallopian tube. So that scared me. I had to have that scan done. Everything came back fine. Of course, I had to wait a whole 24 hours to get to the doctor's office. I had to make another appointment at the second office, which didn't make sense to me. I felt like if it was an emergency, they would have been able to get me in there, but I guess that was not the case. So I did that, had the ultrasound done. And then she calls me again, and she's like, okay, well, during your ultrasound, it looks like we found that your uterus is an odd shape. And there's a name for it. I forget what it was called. But she said, it looks like it's an odd shape. We want to have you go to the hospital this time, which is the fetal and medicine department, to go to the hospital and have them look at it. I guess they have like better monitors and stuff and more equipped to do that kind of ultrasound. So I went there, they did that, and then I actually got to talk to the doctor there on site. She reviewed all my paperwork and everything. And now, mind you, I had my son at the same exact doctor's office, same exact hospital. Like, they know my background, they know everything. All my paperwork is there. So when I talked to the doctor at the hospital, she's like, there is nothing wrong with your uterus. Like, your uterus is the, the normal shape that it's supposed to be. It's not heart shape. There's nothing abnormal about it. And she's like, your doctor's office, they should have actually pulled your records from your last pregnancy, because clearly you had a C-section. And when you have the C-section, they're pulling all of everything out, your whole uterus, all of your organs, everything. And during that time, they're supposed to mark down if there's anything odd. And on my chart, it said that everything was normal, that my uterus was healthy, normal shape, no issues. And she said this whole ultrasound could have been avoided at this point because all of the paperwork was already there. So mind you, I didn't really mind it at first, because I'm like, okay, well, I got to see, the little peanut that was there on the screen. Like, I got to see the baby. No big deal, whatever. And then a couple days later, here I am getting a bill in the mail. Apparently, my insurance did not cover that scan, because that was an extra scan that really did not need to be done. Like, my insurance will cover all of my required scans 100%. And this scan, I guess because this was like an extra scan that didn't really need to happen, they only paid up to 30%. So here I am with a $600 bill, medical bill, out of nowhere that I could have just really avoided, which is annoying. But all in all, I'm just glad that everything is okay, that the baby was okay, he's in the right position, and that, my uterus is healthy and fine. So yeah, so that was that. So with this, if my uterus were supposed to be a different shape, they said it's usually like a heart shape, which is an odd shape, and that can cause preterm labor. It can cause like a lot of issues with the baby not growing correctly. And I was told that this is not something that just happens. It's something that you're more so born with. And your uterus doesn't just change shapes over time. Like, that just doesn't happen. So if the doctors would have just checked my record and seen all of that on file, all of this could have just been avoided, and it could have saved me $600. So I am still a little bit upset about that, but it is what it is. All in all, everything is good, baby's healthy, moving on. So I continued my pregnancy, and then maybe around, I want to say around 14 weeks, the doctor has put me on this low aspirin. So this is actually what I'm taking to help keep my blood pressure down, just in case if it does spike again. So this is what I've been taking. This is like, they call it a baby aspirin. It's a Bayer's low dose aspirin, and this is supposed to be good for your health, good for your blood, and helps keep your blood pressure down. Now, this medication is something that can be brought over the counter. It's not prescribed. There's no side effects, so it's healthy. It's good to take for the baby. It doesn't affect the baby in any way. So these have been working really well, actually. I take my blood pressure twice a day. So this morning my blood pressure was 100/60, which is low for me. I normally stay in the 120/80, the normal range. So the 100/60 is a little bit low for me. And I honestly believe that these are these pills that's keeping my blood pressure a lot lower. So that way, in case if I do have a spike, then I will just spike up to a normal blood pressure. So yeah, that's that. And then I'll do my blood pressure, like I said, twice a day. I'll do it in the morning, and then I'll do it again before dinner. Now, usually later in the day, my blood pressure will rise a little bit, but not where it's high. It's like the usual 120/80. So I've been doing great with that, and I'm praying and hoping that it will stay this way. I've also been taking, they recommended that I do fish oil. So this is just the regular fish oil. This is just the off-brand. So I'll do one of these a day. This is really good for your heart and to keep your blood pressure regulated. So I do one of these a day. And then, of course, my regular prenatal that I take once a day as well. That's everything that I am taking. I don't have to have any kind of prescribed medication as of yet. everything has been looking good. Numbers have been looking good. So we are on the right track. So as of now, I've just been really enjoying my pregnancy. I've been praying. I am not going to worry about what happened before. I'm not going to hold on to that because this is a whole new pregnancy, and I really want to be able to enjoy that and not worry about what if and what can happen. And at this time, with me being 20, almost 23 weeks, I'm feeling good. I'm having more energy. Like, I don't feel tired. I don't feel that grogginess anymore. So yeah, I'm just really enjoying this time as of right now. So as for my symptoms, of course, I am hungry like all the time. Even after I eat, a few minutes later, I'm hungry again. So of course we have that increased appetite going on here. I have gained 10 pounds so far, which is crazy because I'm only 23 weeks and I still have ways to go. So who knows how much I'll end up gaining. But yeah, there's that. And then also, baby is really low. He's in my pelvis area and he is right near my bladder. So whenever my bladder is full or I've had too much to drink, I get like this really sharp pain and then lots of pressure to where I feel like I'm gonna pee right then and there. So I have to hurry up and rush to the bathroom or else I'm gonna pee myself. So there's that with him. I'm hoping that as he grows, he will start to move, you know, a little bit up and away from the bladder area. But who knows? That's probably just going to get worse as he gets bigger. So, and then also I do feel him moving periodically here and there. Not as much as I did with my son. And in the beginning, I was actually concerned because I'm like, I don't feel him moving the way that I think that I should. Like I would go days without feeling him, and I didn't think that that was normal. And so once I had my 20-week anatomy scan, they explained to me that my placenta is actually in the front of my belly. So baby is behind the placenta. So whenever he's moving or kicking around in there, he's actually hitting the placenta. And with him being so small, I can't really feel that just yet. So as he grows, I'll start to be able to feel him a little bit more and, you know, he gets a little bit stronger. Now, I will say this past week that I have been feeling him more. I feel him every day. A couple times out the day, I feel him. So that's even more than I was feeling him before. So I am excited and happy about that because it's just something about feeling your baby inside of you. You know, I feel like that's a sign that lets you know that, okay, he's fine, everything's okay. So I enjoy feeling those little kicks and flips and flutters. So yeah, I'm excited about feeling more of that as he gets bigger. So at the 23 weeks, which will be tomorrow, I will officially be 23 weeks. Baby is the size of a grapefruit. He's as big as a grapefruit. He is 11 inches long and he weighs 1.2 pounds. And I have 17 weeks to go. That feels like so long. So I will say that other symptoms that I've been having over the past few days has been a headache. And I even have one now. It just won't go away. And I feel like a part of that is because my son, he had a birthday party at our house on Saturday. So I had to do a lot of like decorating and setting up for him. And it was over 100 degrees outside. Yeah, so I just feel like I kind of overdid it, and being out there in the heat, maybe I didn't drink enough water and I wasn't hydrated enough. I was moving around too much. So I do feel like that played a part because when I woke up Sunday morning, I had this terrible headache. But it's like I pushed through. We went to church that morning and then I came back. I took a nap, somewhat of a nap, what I could. And I did feel a little bit better. But now it's like it's back and it's worse. So I feel like today I'm just going to try to like chill out until my son comes home and just like really give myself a break because I've been doing a lot this weekend and doing a lot of preparing for him. And like I said, it's been over 100 degrees for the last couple of days. So yeah, it's just been crazy. I'm probably not drinking as much water as I should or not being as hydrated as I should. So that's something that I'm definitely going to work on moving forward. But I'm definitely going to take this time out today to relax, take some time for myself while I'm home alone and just really, you know, get myself together, because I don't know, my head is killing me right now. I'm just trying to get through this video really quick and get this out of the way for now. And another symptom that I have, of course, is a shortness of breath. Like, I feel like I run out of breath so easily. Even just me getting up to walk to the bathroom, I'm out of breath. Like, I have to really like sit down and catch my breath, especially when I'm in the shower. I get out the shower, I am literally out of breath. Like, all I do is lay down on the bed. I have to lay down for at least 5 to 8 minutes, kind of like catch my breath and get myself together before I can actually get dressed. So that is an annoying symptom. I feel like I'm always out of breath. I'm out of breath now, y'all. But yeah, I feel like I'm always out of breath, can't breathe. It's just a lot, I guess, lugging around this extra 10 pounds that I'm not used to carrying, and it's really taking a toll, like, on my body. But all in all, you know, we'll get over that. So overall, I will say that I am enjoying this pregnancy, enjoying this time. It is an amazing, beautiful time. My symptoms are very mild, so I'm very grateful and very blessed for that. I'm actually just trying to prepare my body and prepare my mind for delivery. Preparing my body just by walking when I can, because with this heat is crazy. But I'm gonna start doing some more walking in the morning. I do yoga to really like help stretch my body. I do a lot of different exercises on the workout ball, exercise ball. I love doing that. That's actually kind of like soothing for me. So I've been doing that, and I've been trying to prepare my mind a lot, because I feel like preparing your mind, a lot of it is in your head and in your mind. And with me having that experience that I had the first time, that's constantly in my head. So I'm praying, I'm meditating, and I am thinking positive and good thoughts. So if you don't know, I had a C-section with my son the first time around. It was an emergency C-section, unplanned. It just had to be done. So this time around, I'm thinking I want to go for the VBAC, which is a vaginal birth after a cesarean section. So I'm going to go for that. I'm about maybe like 85% sure that that is what I want to do. So like I said, I'm just really preparing myself in my mind and my body, telling myself that I can do this. Like, this is what your body was made to do. So I am, yeah, excited about that, scared about that, nervous, all of the things. But again, it's all in my head, and I'm going to just really prepare myself and get ready for that. And hopefully we will have a healthy delivery, healthy baby boy. You know, we still have some time for that. So yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to say. I want to thank you all for watching this video. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you guys subscribe, because I will continue to give you baby updates. I will continue to give you guys weekly vlogs. So it's definitely worth subscribing to my channel, because I'm gonna give you the content. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. And I am going to give you guys a belly shot before we go.